I'll go back to my usual self and we'll talk about bikes. I just wanted to talk a bit. Good evening again. Sorry about earlier. I made a recording for my day, and it was about the follow-up to a funeral for my father-in-law and a few other things. And not really bike related, but it was part of my life today. And I was able to help an elderly couple this afternoon on my way back home. She happened to hurt her head. She fell down, it seemed, and she hit her head against the rim of a car, and there was blood. The elderly old man wasn't sure what to do, and he really didn't have many options because he didn't have a cell phone with him. It just happened I was passing by, so I called the ambulance, stayed with them. I have some of the Marine Corps stuff that's stuck in my head from first aid, head traumas. I knew a few things. I knew what to do and what definitely not to do. So took care of it as best as I could, stopped the bleeding as much as I could. Well, you can't really do much for the head, but kept her comfortable until the ambulance got there. But it was an interesting day. They were really thankful, so it ruined my suit, but it's nothing. Try to do as much as you can whenever you can. Sometimes we're busy, but 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your life can really make a difference when somebody really needs it. And yeah, I'm not letting you know because I don't want anything special out of it. I'm almost thankful I was there more than they were. I would feel guilty if somebody got seriously hurt and nobody helped them around my neighborhood. I'm sure somebody would have. But that aside, today our bike did well to a point for about 1 kilometer. And I don't want to use, well, it was really fast actually, but I don't want to use that as an example because we were coming down a steep hill flying, so it gave the wrong impression that the system's pushing you almost to 60 kilometers when it really wasn't. It was just me going downhill. But this happened, and you'll see a video clip of that happening. This is what happened to one of them on the left side, I believe. This is a brand new one. Look how clean the cut is. Look on the inside. So we're going to redesign the cap so it holds it a little firm and it doesn't just hold the middle, it holds all the way around. I'm going to keep using this one until it's completely done. And of course, I've learned my lesson before about when one motor goes out, I should just turn off the system instead of pushing all that power into the other motor. Yeah, I should have learned that lesson, is what I'm trying to say. Because I did that to this guy, and this guy went ballistically hot. It barbecued, like it sizzled. It easily melted through the other hinge. So yeah, it's time to reprint one of these. But there were improvements we were trying to make. It's just now we have to make them. But it might be okay with this big battery as long as both motors are running, as long as you don't push it too much and you pedal as well. So as long as you use it as an assist, it should get you moving particularly fast. So, and the printer I just got it back to working. And look, I printed out a cube, and this might be my best calibration cube yet. It is almost perfect all the way around. So it's supposed to be 20 millimeters. So it's slightly off. And then this side is 20. And then the four sides, 20, 20, 20, 20. So it's really it's printing really well. It took me a while though. I got frustrated. So I'll print out the new caps, a new hinge, since this one melted, and oh yeah, this is the motor that the round one came off of. So Yeah, understand that it's a lot of torque for this small piece of rubber. I think if we spread out if we make a nice big cap so that it covers the whole top, then it'll work better, it'll move less, and it should yield better results. Today was a rough day, but productive. We got a lot of things done. I encourage everyone to keep trying, or if you have any ideas, suggestions, to submit them. I'm always open to new ideas. Oh, one more thing. We went shopping for some parts. Yep. So I bought these guys because they have a little solar panel on top, and they come apart pretty easily, and they have a battery on the inside that's useless, but it's a little nickel battery, I think. But the solar cells is what we care about the most, and we might use whatever it uses to recharge the battery to charge. We might jerry rig those so we can use them somehow to charge the bigger lithium or the bigger batteries that we were going to be running on. So that's exciting. I have 4 out of the 6 solar cells I need for the little fan I plan to make, and yeah. Tomorrow I'll be going to Disneyland area, so I won't be able to ride my bike. And tomorrow it's snowing, so I have to print everything out tonight because we want to ride in the snow. It's a stupid idea, and it's a friction bike, and it'll be about 90% less effective because it's a friction bike, and when it gets wet there's going to be less friction. But snow day in Tokyo, there's no way I'm going to pass that up. Today, I mentioned that I went to the follow-up where we put the ashes of a family member in the little Japanese grave, and no video of that. There's no need to see any of that. But they did give us some cool snacks I'd like to share, and these are traditional snacks. Like there's I can't even think of what we could compare it to, at least back in the States. I guess it would be like original taffy or peppermint or one of the old school pieces of caramel or peanut brittle, like an old style candy, but way much older, a couple hundred years back. So these, I'm not sure what this one is. Oh. And these snacks are incredibly detailed. Look how much detail they put in the flour on the top, and it's burnt there by a design, by a stamp. On the inside, I would almost want to bet it's sweet beans. And I'm correct. This is a treat. These are not, unless you live in an incredibly fancy lifestyle, these aren't something you normally have every day. And today was a sad occasion, so they usually splurge on the treats. This goes really well with green tea. It's by itself, it's a bit sweet once you get used to the Japanese food, and the tea is a bit bitter by itself, but together they're so good. This is more of a rich taste. Now the paste is actually beans, sweet beans. They're really good. Like you wouldn't think of them beans as being sweet, but it's like a yam. Most people don't think of a potato being sweet or a root being too sweet. But yams are pretty sweet, and that's how these are. That's how I would categorize them. They're too fine of a taste for me. I can't appreciate it as much as they should be. But they're really good. And then the other thing I got was they gave me all these little things are offered on a grave. On the, I mean, like not an altar, but where they put the ashes before they put them inside the coffin and inside the grave. They put a display with pictures and things, and they had these on there, and they gave me a ton of them, and they said it was okay to eat. And they said it was a candy, but it's actually just sugar. Look. So I use the sugar and I put it in my coffee, and it's just sugar. But it made me think of how in Mexico we have Day of the Dead and we have the sugar skulls. I don't know if there's a correlation between actual sugar and people passing away, or spirits or something like that. I thought that was interesting. I know they use salt to ward off bad spirits, but I guess maybe sugar is for good spirits. I don't know. But if you're ever curious what those little blocks are, they're just a giant sugar cube. I'm not sure if it's okay to make grave sugar cube coffee, but it tastes pretty good. That's it for today. I have other videos, but we're gonna keep it at this today. I'm enjoying this, and I look forward to it every day. Um, Tomorrow's Monday. Well, it's almost 5 a.m. I'm having a hard time sleeping today. But tomorrow should be cool if it snows. Hopefully I have some clips for you. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thank you.
So this happened. Look how clean the cut is. Came off of the right side. You see chunks of the rubber still inside. This one's not far off too. We will rebuild. I got some new ones.